Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. I have my cards here, my tarot and oracle cards, and I will be channeling a message for this collective. I set the intention that this message is going to find who's that is meant to find. And please, if you like this video, like and subscribe. This is a new channel, so it really helps me out. I already started channeling the message and tuning into the energy, and the message that is coming forth is that of a new path opening. And actually what I've seen is the spirit actually opening it for us and welcoming us in this new role. It's a message of initiation. It's a message of new doors opening up for us, and we stepping into this sacred space. I've seen a temple, and it's an energy of transition. We are not there completely yet, but we are transitioning. We are going there. We are going to be stepping into the role. And of course, this also takes a moment of initiation process, and this cannot be easy. Also, it can be quite transforming. And actually what I've seen is this energy transforming into something else. It's a sort of shapeshifter energy, but it is really meant to take us to bring us to taking this new role, to stepping forth and to be who we are meant to. There is an energy of a message of embracing this change, of stepping forward, a sort of energy. Once we do that, what I felt was like the phoenix rising, and it's really a process of transformation that, of course, before the phoenix rising, it takes also the burning, the dying, the releasing. So it's a very interesting energy and very, very beautiful, but of course also not easy, and I want to acknowledge that. And I've already started pulling some cards. I've started with the tarot, with the oracle, and then with a few tarot cards. We have the choice gate. Sometimes it pays to take risk. What I'm really dragged into is this portal, right? It's a gate, it's a portal. It's like stepping into this new role, stepping into this new energy, stepping into this new version of ourselves. And it's not easy. It's a bit daunting, actually. We don't know what is on the other side, right? It's dark, the appearance at least, but what I'm really dragged into is the temple that I've seen. The temple and us stepping into. This is a transformation that, you see, this is really a portal. We don't know what is on the other side. It takes courage. It takes us to go through through this energy. And what is telling me, what this card is telling me, is about facing our innermost and deepest fears. It's about facing our loneliness, but also our traumas, our wounds, our shadows, going into our lower world and looking at what is there. There are for sure, this is also remembering me of the Tower card in the tarot. This is facing our fears. This is facing what is coming up in this moment is like the witch wound and all that type. If you know what I mean, I won't be explaining, but it's really about something that holds us back, that has been maybe tying up maybe our throat chakra, or maybe something else. But it's really about going through the fear and facing those, not letting these fears taking us, holding us back, but actually walking through the lost city. Or what also it's telling me, it's about abandonment. It's about being pushed out of the society. Maybe we don't fit the box. Maybe you feel that you're not or won't be completely accepted once you step in this new role. But what the spirit is saying is that you will. Maybe not immediately, or maybe not in the way you think you will, but you will, because they are opening this road, this path for you. You are not alone, and you actually are guided. So it's also about trusting the guidance. And I love these cards because this is taking me back to the temple space, to embracing our sacred role, because it's laid it on the altar. It's like surrender. It's really about surrender. And I like that it also says forgive, because when we talk about the witch wound, and again, when I say witch wound, I don't refer only to witches, because the witch wound is something that affected the collective in a lot of more ways than just witches being burned at the stakes. It's really about the collective that had to go through this, and the fear of being ourselves, the fear of being different, the fear of being seen for who we are. And it's also about betrayal. It's also about betrayal of people that were just afraid of being accused, and so accused others. It's also about the children that had to go to grow without their parents, without their mothers. It's also about not only about witches, but also about people that were wrongly accused, about heretics, about everybody that had just a different point of view and a different perception. And it's also about forgiveness. But what I'm getting, it's a lot about surrender, about the Spirit is opening this to us. So we are asked to be courageous and step forth, and to trust the process, to trust that the path is leading where we are meant to be, where we are meant to go, but especially it is leading us to be who we are meant to be. And this is big. This is big. And again, this takes an initiation. This is not easy. There will be challenges. This is taking us to see for real, to see who we are, to see our role, to see beyond the veil. And this is scary. This is something that most people don't understand, and they judge us. They judge who is doing it. They judge who actually has the courage to step into this and to see and to speak about what is beyond. But as what I'm really what I'm really drawn about this card is, yes, the eyes are opening, or maybe they are already open. But what we see actually is being together with. We are not alone. We are never alone. There are the ancestors with us, spirit is with us, and in the moment that we actually have the courage to step into this role, to step into who we really are, we immediately see that we are not alone, and that actually this is who we are meant to be, because this is also healing the lineage. And again, also with this fear and energy, with this abandonment, with this being left out, it is also the initiation, the understanding that this is just an illusion, because actually what we are doing and the challenges that we're facing are actually healing a lot more than us. It's beyond ourselves. And this is really about getting back into justice, into balance, into authenticity. Into authenticity, and re-establishing the balance of the scales. But this takes courage. This takes us to go through this process of awakening, opening our eyes and stepping into who we really authentically are. With the Queen of Wands, what I'm getting is really the courage of being the leader, of stepping into our power unapologetically, being ourselves. I often see the Queen of Wands not so much into this with this tarot, but with the traditional tarot as the witch of the tarot. It's about being ourselves and not being afraid of being seen, not being afraid of being the leader, of leading, and of channeling. In this moment, the Wands is talking to me about channeling, about being in service of the spirit. And I think it makes sense with all this energy that we have about the altar and about taking our sacred role. This is really a beautiful energy, but it's also challenging, and I want really to acknowledge that, because challenges are part of the process. They are shaping and forging us into who we are meant to be. And this is not an easy energy, but it's worth it. It's sometimes it pays to take risks. It's worth it. So what else wants to come forward for this collective? Okay, I love it. We have the King of Swords. That is about being being authentic, being ourselves, but it's about truth. It's about also being ruthless. Sometimes we need to cut people out. Sometimes we need to say no. We need to, yeah, we need to cut some cords, for sure. And also being ruthless sometimes can be perceived as something bad, something not good, but actually it's what we need to. Establishing boundaries is absolutely a good thing. And you don't have to feel guilty for this. I want to say that. You don't have to feel guilty for this, because this is something that goes beyond you and goes beyond the people that you're cutting out if you need to. Maybe it's not about this. Maybe it's just about establishing some boundaries, taking time for yourself. But you don't need the approval of others. You don't need the approval of others. You need to be authentically you. Okay, any other card? Whoa. Okay, this makes so much sense. It's okay. The Six of Wands, being seen. We may need to be a bit ruthless, to be authentically ourselves and speaking our truth without having to apologize, without having to feeling guilty about that, and allow people to see us for who we are, authentically. And if this is who we are, if we are stepping into this role, into this sacred role, it's about also allowing to be celebrated. Maybe not by the people that we were used to, but this is the new that is coming. And we have the Five of Pentacles, that is about being left out in the cold. And I would say that it's really about this type of energy, what we have to go through. And it's not about what I'm feeling. It's not about the fact that we will be left out into the cold and not accepted. It's more about we have to be okay with this inside. We have to face this shadow of being afraid of. It's about being afraid of the judgment of others. It's about seeking approval. And this is totally human. It's not me saying that it's not good, but we have to get rid of this. We had to go to face this, maybe shadow work, maybe journaling, but it's really about once we need to step into this. We need to release this. This was reversed. Once we step into this, we don't need this anymore. We don't need approval. We're not asking for approval of others, because we are whole. We are whole, and we are okay about people seeing who we are authentically. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's really it's not easy. Again, I want to acknowledge that it's not easy, because we are born in this society, and we want to be part of the society. While I'm saying that, we want to be part of the society. We want to be together. And this is not about us being left out. This is about facing our fear of. Because actually, what could be taking place through this initiation and through us taking the step forward and being ourselves unapologetically and authentically, stepping in our role, is a new soul tribe could come in. It's about a community that actually accepts us for who we are. It's authentic. It's true. And even if we may be going through this at the moment, we also need to just hold on a moment, to wait, to have faith, trust, and something stable and long-term will come in. And what I'm getting here, it's about friendship, but also community in a broader sense, but a community that accepts us for who we are, and is not asking for us to change. And with the Four of Pentacles, I think this is really something stable. But again, we may need to release something. We may need to release something. I love this. This is actually taking us to the High Priestess energy, to an energy of being a channel for grace, to an energy of being the keeper of the wisdom, of stepping into this temple space, taking up the new role. The High Priestess is, especially in this deck, I love the imagery. It's really beautiful. She's floating, but she's in this kind of in the unseen world. As I see her, she is actually not so much into the physical world, but really into these higher realms. And it doesn't have to be higher realms, it can be also the lower world, but it's really about embracing this sacred energy, this sacred role, and being in union with who we are, being in union with the spirit world, with the spirit in general. And priestess, in the sense that at least what I'm getting, is not part of the traditional tarot, because she's a bit more passive as a card in the traditional tarot. But what I'm getting is actually taking the step, taking the action to become the priestess, and to channel, again, also the same energy I was getting with this, channeling, and again, not seeking for approval. She is whole as she is, but we may need to release something. We may need to release something. There is something that we're still holding on, and it could be holding us back. The devil energy. Yeah, be not afraid of going to your shadow realms and to face this, because we may need to release the burdens, and establishing the balance. And we had also balance with justice. So it's really about getting back to union. And I'm saying union, maybe masculine and feminine union, like being in balance with both sides of ourselves, both the one that is up to receiving and the one that is taking action. Yes, also with the High Priestess, like not only being open to receive, but also being ready to take action, integrating both sides. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. This is part of our path. This is part of our destiny, and this is, I feel that it is once we embrace this, and once we step into this, we really don't know what is on the other side, but there are beautiful, amazing things waiting for us. Okay, I will move to, let's see. Maybe this one. Any final messages to conclude this, to wrap up? Ooh, this was just... Okay, nobility. Celebrate your accomplishments with humility. You are crowned with success. Powerful forces guide you. Your ability to conquer challenges is limitless. It's okay. So we have this celebration again. Oh, I love this. We have the elk. And these are both about celebration, about yes, being seen, but also celebrate who we are. Stepping into this new role with happiness, with yes, with authenticity again, celebration. This is beautiful. And partnership, in the sense that I feel that this goes along with this. Accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Like your community. This is important. Nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. What I feel is that this is actually the energy we're stepping into, allowing celebration, allowing ourselves to be seen and to be celebrating. And this will take us to maybe a new community, or maybe it doesn't have to be new, but to something that is absolutely beautiful and aligned to our true selves, aligned to our purpose, and in alignment also in sense of justice. So something that is really true true to who we are. Very beautiful reading, very beautiful energy. Thank you so much. And again, if you like the video, please like and subscribe. This is really important for me. And see you next time.